Hi you all. A lot of people around the world have contacted us and asked about the history between Musamaailma and Alexi Laiho. The companionship we had, how it got started, what did we do together, how were the different ESP Alexi guitars or guitar models developed. In this video I wanted to scratch the surface a little. There is so much to tell that it would take a day or two to go through every detail of it. Maybe another time. Alexi's legacy is undoubtedly remarkable, how influential he was to the young guitar players and the whole music industry. Many people don't even understand it, but we truly do. First, let's do a quick recap on the history of Musamaailma Limited. The Finnish company was established in 1985. From the beginning, we wanted to focus on serving players on the rock and metal music field, importing such gear to Finland that we felt suitable and that we felt fitting into the category. So the whole idea from the beginning was that we had to fall in love with the brand or the piece of gear ourselves before we could offer it to anybody here in Finland. From the beginning, a discussion was made that we wanted to know exactly what we are selling in stringed instruments. That's why there's been a qualified guitar luthier working in Musamaailma almost from the day one. We started the ready-to-play process in the early stages. We simply set up all the guitars we sold without telling anybody or advertising it. Another key idea was to support Finnish aspiring rock and metal bands any way possible, keeping in mind that we were still a young starting company. And we did support several such bands in many ways. Just to mention a few in Finland, Stone, 09 and Per Gynt. The exact date I met Alexi for the first time I don't remember, but it must have been the late 1990s. We did many things together before Alexi joined us and the ESP family in more depth. From the first time I met Alexi, I remember him as a very polite, friendly and unique personality. Alexi's first two ESP custom shop guitars were designed in 2002, put into the production later on that same year and received in Finland in April 2003. First came the ESP Arrowhead, and right after that, the ESP Sight. Today, we are so honored to present Alexi's first genuine ESP guitar in this video shoot. We got the Arrowhead, so-called CKY, for a loan for this video from Alexi's family. Thank you very much. Look this unique piece of art and consider what it has seen around the globe. Holding this guitar brings us back tons of memories. Even though the guitar has been so many times in our facilities for a tour setup, it is so great to see it again. Our guitar luthier Arto did many major tour setups on Alexi's guitars. That way we helped the tour techs job on the road, great techs all. This ESP Arrowhead was the beginning of a long-time partnership with Alexi to bring out many great ideas and innovations into his later models. These first Arrowhead and the Sight guitars were designed together. Back then we brainstormed together from time to time, and as a result the two iconic ESPs were born. The silent agreement with Alexi was that we at Musamaailma innovate new specifications for his guitars. And when Alexi returns to Finland from one of the COB tours, we sat down and talked. Many great ideas and later specs and products were born that way. In this video, I want to point out 3 major innovations during this long partnership period. We consider these specs truly remarkable regarding Alexi's career. The first innovation was the sawtooth inlay. We were considering this detail for some time. What kind of a new fingerboard inlay would be cool for Alexi and his signature guitars? One day we started sketching, and then it just appeared on a paper, a sawtooth figure. Again, Alexi returned from a tour and we sat down. We showed him the sketch and he immediately reacted, "Fuck yeah, that is so cool." That is how one of the most unique specification on Alexi's ESP signature guitars was born. And this inlay was to put in almost all his future instruments. The second and more technical innovation was the deep body cutaway. Alexi wanted easier access to the higher frets like 20 to 24 fret positions. Many V-style guitars have this problem on the body, wood getting in the way when using the last few frets. We drew an idea to ESP and they put it into action. You can see this new specification in all Alexi's later models, and it truly helped the player to get the fingers on the highest frets with less effort. And from these 2 guitars you can see the idea. The original Alexi Arrowhead and later model the Wild Sight, which has the deeper cutaway. The third innovation is also a technical one, and it relates to Alexi's guitar sound. What he was famous for back in time and during almost his whole career, Alexi was using a active preamp booster in the guitar. We did many tests, but finally Alexi ended up using a passive EMG H2 pickup together with the preamp booster. The EMG H2 had a moderate output level, so it was an excellent choice along with the booster, and it sounded actually very good. However, Alexi was not fully pleased with the preamp booster he was using in the early days, and we started to brainstorm what could be done for improvement. As we all know, Alexi's recognizable sound was based on the mid-range, and Alexi wanted additional focus on that frequency range. At this point, we contacted our friend who worked at Finnish Army as an electrician. Alexi's previous preamp boost had 3 dip switches to configure the sound, the EQ. We came up with an idea to have 4 dip switches instead. Mid-frequencies were split into 2 separate dip switches. That way Alexi could get more room to dial in his sound. The gain trimmer in the booster was capable of boosting EMG H2 up to 18 dBs. And the legendary MM04 preamp booster was born, and first 10 plus 10 pieces were made in Finland by our friend in the army. After that, the responsibility of building the MM04 preamp booster was handed over to ESP Japan. There's no denying that this preamp was a crucial part of Alexi's sound, and we are very proud of the MM04's development here in Finland together with the whole team. If you never have tested Alexi guitar or considered what this mini switch here is, That's the switch. You can put the preamp booster on or off. So that's a key issue in also Alexi's sound. Alexi's legacy on music, guitar playing style, technique and attitude was unique. We want to keep up his legacy because such musical geniuses are rare not only in a small country like Finland, but the whole world. Each and every one needs to be mentioned, respected and remembered. To us, Alexi left a piece of him during the past 20 plus years, and we had the honor to support and work with him. I'm very honored to have this first Alexis ESP here at this video. So big thanks to the family once again. Thank you for watching this video and reminiscing Alexi Laiho with us. Stay well, everybody.